So good evening everybody. I am very happy to be here today. My age is, how much it will be? Can you guess? 100. Wow, that's right. My age is 15 to 16.
Oh. Sir is only 15 years old.
Yes, I have come to your age now. Because when I see so bright faces here, young, want to learn something, I also feel very young. Okay? Well, in my life I used to act a little bit in school, not much of a theatre activity as such per se. But I started acting only when I came to college. That's around 17, 18 years old. And the first role I did was a lady character. Okay? That was the first. Then I started acting. And in those days there were no schools like this, like Alchemy. You are all blessed. You got a wonderful thing here. A wonderful master. We never had all those things. But still somehow we started acting. Our acting career, our teaching was only big. By seeing others, we started doing roles. That's how we did it. But as far as you are concerned, there's an institute like this. And I am very happy Vijay is giving you very good training. And I have seen, I think some of you on the stage, for 2 years I have been seeing your face and coming regularly. I have seen some of them very good, excellent. And your Alchemy school has given us lot of actors for our Shraddha. Like Teju, starting with Teju, of course Vijay, Shashank, Maitreyi, yeah. And we want all of you to act with us. Okay? They are prepared to do that? Come, very good. We all do the play, right? But only one thing I wanted to tell you. When you do a play, what is very important?
Actions and expression.
Pardon me?
Actions and expression.
Oh, anybody else?
Involvement.
Modulation.
Yeah.
Clarity.
Yeah. All those things are there, but in one word she had put it, involvement.
Face expression.
Yeah, all of you, all these things come into that. So, if you are very much involved, whatever you do, some of you may become professional actors, some of you may go only amateur, that's a hobby. But whatever you do it with full commitment. Be it a very small, one man comes here, in the whole play of 15 scenes, he comes and says, "Sir, post," that's all. He may be a very good actor, but he gets only that part for that play. And somebody else may be a hero, heroine, then the other characters. But whatever character you do, get involved completely. That's the most important thing. Once you do that, the other things automatically you can learn and do it. Okay? How many people are 100% totally committed to acting or any other thing regarding stage? Raise your hands. What about the rest? 80% involvement? Very good. So many are there 100%. That's almost 100%. Yes, wonderful, right? Very good. So with the same attitude you go on the stage, I'm sure all of you will do very well. Right? And you can specialize also later what to do. Some people may be interested in acting, somebody in writing, somebody creating a set, somebody in lighting. Whatever is the aspect, go into that fully. You'll all be very successful. That's what we need. Okay? Shall we talk further? As a group discussion we will do.
Voice, definitely.
Instead of, because as far as stage is concerned, my experience of 50 years, I have been acting in one line roles. Come there, in one play, I never talked, even not even one sentence, I was a patient. And that was a very, very difficult role.
Yes.
Both of them know.
We saw that.
Because I was a brain dead case, so I can't even move my even finger. I can't do anything, I can't sneeze, I can't do anything. And I have to lie down in the bed like that for 40 minutes. That's a kind of difficult thing. So, whatever you do it with 100% sincerity. Right? That is a word of suggestion I would give to every one of you. Right? Now we'll throw open, let's have more ideas what you think of stage. I think KRISH can talk about that.
Definitely. I will ask you just one question. Okay? One simple question, from there we will take on. Okay? If I ask myself, why do I act? If you ask yourself, why do I act? Each one of you, what will you say? I am very curious to know. Yeah.
Because that's my hobby.
Wow, good, very good. Yes?
It's my passion.
Passion.
My passion.
Passion, very good.
For passion, pleasure.
Passion and pleasure. Very good.
And enjoy.
Enjoy. Wonderful.
Because I have a commitment.
Good commitment. Yes.
Creativity.
Creativity. Wonderful.
Lovely.
My dream.
Your dream.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Personality.
Wow.
100% transformation.
Transformation.
You have a timeline.
You have an advertisement already. Correct. Very good. Yes.
Profession.
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 Good.
Do you know what is a profession? What?
So we do.
Super. Anybody else? Anything else?
Yeah.
Because I have love with that.
Very good. So, I was probably thinking one or two answers. I'm sure there is, how many other people are there? More than that, there are answers. Because at least one person, few people have answered 2 times. You know? Why do I act? Fun. Passion. Profession.
Creativity. For a good.
Good. You feel good.
Yeah. Creativity.
Creativity.
Yes.
You know? Pleasure. Joy. Somebody said, I enjoy. Sasha. Yeah, I enjoy. You know?
Pursue my way.
See, if you put together, try to put together everything, fun, excitement, pleasure, enjoy, all of them, more or less, it's the same meaning, right? Commitment, profession, and Passion.
Dream. Excitement.
excitement is
Dream.
dream. These are all in one line. It's very clear that you all, when you are there on stage, when you are acting, you have fun. Do you all have fun?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You all like being there?
Yes.
You all like the lights on you?
Yes.
Wow, that's wonderful. You are like an audience in front of you, and when you do something, when they clap, it's excitement, isn't it? It is excitement. It is joy. And what do we do there? Suppose audience are there, but we are doing something, but they don't understand.
There is no use of doing this.
Huh? You need more improvement. Beautiful. So there is no point in doing. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Excellent answer. Your name?
Suckers.
Yeah, any other?
We try to make them understand a bit more.
You will try to make them understand.
Put the dialogue into their language.
Okay, put the dialogues into that language. Basically, I also want to further the question. We have answered, why do I act? Why do I act? We have answered. There is some learning, profession is one type.
Creativity.
Creativity is basically, expression and learning, isn't it? And joy, fun, excitement is one type of an answer, isn't it? Now, when you do, yeah, you saying something.
Sir, I want to take the social problems from to the audience.
Oh, so you want to communicate?
Yes.
You want to?
I want to communicate. I want to express the social problems by acting.
Social awareness.
So, you want people to understand something, you are saying something. Correct? You are saying something and the audience in front of you are trying to understand. Oh, this guy, he's saying something, he's trying to communicate something, isn't it? So, when you act, there are two things happening. One is, you have fun, you enjoy, you are excited, okay? Yeah.
Sir, how do you think of making a beautiful story, the screenplays and everything? Like,
I will come to you. You are much part of it. Okay. So we are having fun. So I am in theatre. I am in stage. I like being something there. I like acting. I am questioning all that I am doing, and he is doing something. All that is happening, and you are all laughing. We did nothing actually, but still you are all laughing, isn't
we
it?
did something.
Oh, yeah, that is something.
You like that?
Yeah.
So, there is something which you are doing, which you are enjoying, and that something is
Drama.
communicated. Wow, that is it. When it is communicated, they have fun. See, imagine you do something, you have fun, and by seeing you, others also have fun. Is there anything like that?
Yes.
Drama, acting. I don't see any other place where you have complete fun, the others also have complete fun. Is it? There must be, I'm sure, when we look into it. But this is somewhere collectively, when we have 500 people, 300 people as audience in front of us, and we try to, do something between him and me, and we are having fun.
Yeah, sure.
And you all have fun. So, this why do I act is something which is really fun. You just have to have fun. Okay, we have to study, exams are there, that is there, this is there, I have to finish that, I have to finish that, I have to go to work. There are so many things like that also. But there is something like having fun. Just have fun. How does it look like? Isn't it really good? Isn't it really, exciting? So I am not into full-time theatre. Okay, I am into advertising. I do advertising. I am running an advertising company. That is my work. Okay, but I am also doing theatre. I am also doing theatre where we thoroughly enjoy bringing together something. There is something in paper. There are a few dialogues. So we look at each and every dialogue. Who is the character? Why would he speak like that? How should he speak? All that we look into it. All that we look into it and try out. Once we try out, not so good. So we again try out. We again try out. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Finally, there is some place where it is really nice for you and it is nice for others also. So it is a process, right? So we have answered one question, why do I act? We have understood?
Yes.
Have we?
Yes.
Yes.
That's communication.
Yeah.
I have one more answer for that. So you act like you can act and communicate to the audience.
Yes. That is the purpose. That is the purpose. In fact, he also mentioned, social problems. It could be social problems, it could be, it could be happiness, it could be sadness, it could be comedy, it could be humor. Everything you can communicate, you can create. It's like creating something there and then people looking at it and enjoying that, isn't it? So, whether you are in theatre, you do full-time theatre, that is fine. It is up to you whether you do full-time theatre or theatre as a hobby, or whenever opportunity comes you do it. It is fine. It is perfectly fine. But when you do it, whenever you step in, you should have fun. Okay, you should have complete fun. That is the idea of theatre. You should have fun, you should enjoy. When you do this, automatically the learning will happen. Because when something is really good only, you will have fun. To achieve that good, you will put efforts and learn. So I am not bringing in learning as a part here. If you keep having fun, having excitement, as the final thing in every effort of yours, that effort automatically brings in a lot of learning. Because you will do in a particular way, you are not excited about it. So what will you do?
You won't act properly.
You will find out what is wrong. You will improvise. You will do something else. You will go back.
Because you don't like the character.
We'll ask the audience what is wrong and we will correct it and take it.
Very good. Interactive theatre. She is already into that. Into that. Okay. So we will take opinion, isn't it? We will take opinion and we will ask our friend, hey, is it good? I am doing something. Is it exciting? Then because you have some doubt. So you have some doubt somewhere. Oh, I am doing. It is nice, but no, something is not good.
Sir, one person who narrates the story can easily stand on the stage by side, and then when they're acting and they forget dialogue, they can just tell that you're supposed to act like this, and then it will be easy to act like that.
That is in rehearsals, not in show.
No, if they're over here.
Oh, that itself is a show. This is wonderful. At the concept right by Very good. Okay. So now I just wanted to get you understand having fun, having excitement is what is theatre. Okay. And the learning happens automatically. When you keep fun and enjoyment as the goal. Okay. You have any questions? He has asked one question, I will answer that. Others? I'll ask one more question, I will ask you. I was asking, why do I act? Isn't it? Is theatre completely about acting?
No.
What else is there?
Puppet show.
Puppet show.
Watching.
Watching. In theatre.
Learning something new. Learning something new.
Learning something new.
Putting the lights.
Yes. Mind.
Yeah.
No, in any normal theatre, what are the other elements? Is what
Light, sound, background music,
Background music, props.
Background music. Props.
costume,
Modulation.
Props and costume.
Makeup. So you all know everything. Okay? So the makeup, if you are imitating a person,
And face painting.
face painting. Yes. Makeup.
Expression.
Wonderful. So makeup, lights, makeup, costume, props, lights, music, dance. Who said dance? Very good. Special effects. Wherever required. Modulation. Expression. Body language. Clarity. Face expression. Voice modulation. Okay, mind. Volume. Emphasizing. Very good. Emphasizing.
Pause. Phrase.
That should we have to use special effects every drama we do?
Not required. Wherever required only we have to use. Special effects.
Do it when you want it. Yeah, what's it?
Stone.
Character.
Wow. That's good. The character.
The pitch you use.
Pitch. Somebody said tone.
Emotions.
Emotions. Huh? Somebody said?
The action.
He said catwalk.
That's body language. Whatever walk it is body language. So how many did you count? Did you count? So many are there. Okay? So theatre is so rich and it has got so many things and it's so many things to learn there. Learn there to enjoy it. Isn't it? So lighting is important. It's art. Lighting is an art. When you light it on a stage in a particular way, where the character's mood, is happy or sad or is in a humorous mood, accordingly you light. Suppose he's so sad. The character is so sad in the play. You light the whole thing, bright everywhere. Will you?
No. You only put one light. Only one light to see the character.
Very good.
Sir, if you dark, sir, make it gloomy. Make it dim. Sir, horror movies
You give the
fully
spot.
dark.
We'll give the spot.
Sir, horror movies fully dark, sir.
Horror movie is dark, but here sadness, how will you show?
Music and a
You keep the this
Music. What will be the music? Okay.
If it's sad, it will be a serious kind of sad.
Serious.
How would we find film theatre and this theatre?
How will we find a film
Is
theatre?
this both same or something?
I passed the question.
Okay. Theatre, initial days there was no cinema. Okay, when people wanted to be entertained or when some show had to be done, the first kind of entertainment happened through drama. So where drama used to be staged, initially they started street theatre, which is the oldest form of theatre. So some of you have done street theatre with us. We've done, in a small way we've learned. So then they organized a place where people could come and watch. So that place where a drama was being exhibited was called theatre. Theatre is a place where all of them group together and come and watch something happening on stage. Slowly when cinema started developing, the concept of filming it, putting it into a film, showing it in a theatre, so then that exhibition place also became a theatre. So that is why both of them have the name theatre with it.
Yes.
How do you find the places you need to act in the drama, sir? And how do you find the places to go and then do this, then go to correct the flow, sir?
How do you find the places?
Like now from Chennai you go to Germany for doing one area.
Business development is into presently. I'll come back to you. You have a lot of questions. Okay. Presently we are trying to understand theatre and myself.
He has another talent that I'd like to share. He's asking a lot of questions also. He's beginning to write stories. He's written 2 books. There he's carrying 1 book with him. He's written 2 stories which are quite interesting.
Good, very good.
And inspiring.
That is also one important, because basically,
Stop the
before
stories.
doing a play, you must have a play. Is it not? That's the base. You have somebody has to give you a play.
The story.
The story
writer.
Story writer.
Decided
Story
narrator.
writer.
My story.
Good. Very good.
After the activity, we'll show it on.
Sir,
Yes.
so how many days do you practice your characters?
Generally, for a 1 hour, 1.5 hours theatre production, minimum 3 months. Minimum 3 months. Sometimes more than that. Sometimes because with the the main theme, the subject is there in the mind quite long time, more than this. And bringing together all the actors and so many others happens in that 3 months time. So now I was trying to excite a point that theatre has so many elements, like lighting, music, so many other things. And when you actually, what you see is actually the combination of everything, and how an actor understands everything and then acts on stage becomes the primary point for the, because I don't see the music. Okay, I don't see who is lighting. Oh, that man is there lighting. I don't see who is putting the switch.
You only see on your portion.
We only see.
A lot of people are here and they all say we want to act and other things. And you are talking about there are so many departments in the theatre. How many of them are interested other than acting?
Other than acting, how many?
Sir,
So what do you want to be?
Writing.
Lighting.
Lighting.
Writing, very good. You are interested
The
in
writing.
writing.
And the lighting.
Lighting.
And the writing part. Writing. The director part.
Director.
Shading.
Okay.
Shading. Directing.
Director.
Place.
Music and everything.
Music.
How many are interested in creating sets? You.
Very good.
Makeup,
Very good.
costume.
So you sir, I don't know tailoring.
You don't know.
I don't know tailoring.
You don't know.
You don't need to know tailoring.
You have to design only. Design the
You
costume.
design it, you create it,
The
that
tailor,
can be
they
tailored.
do
we
it.
are
You can stitch it for you.
Drama, we also learn history.
History.
Oh, yes.
The history which is old, which
Yes.
we tell it to the audience.
Definitely.
So when all of them join together, so many rights and for different departments, along with the artist, they make a very good thing.
Very good.
And that has a lot of fun. So when you say that, on the stage we are all very happy to see you.
And it is important to know few things, not one thing. Few things. There are some great actors who do their own makeup, who finalize their own costume, who also teach the co-artist, the other people in the scene how to do. Because they want the scene to come up really well, they do that. They are very interested in the moment, creating the moment.
Sir, could you please tell the names to us?
An example is Vijay sir, what all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And example is you.
I don't know that.
Yeah, obviously, yes. Because I have worked with Sir and I have worked for one of his plays where Sir directed it. So I can say that he's a multi-talented person who has a knowledge in a lot of departments.
Usually directors will have sufficient knowledge in all the areas. Then only they can actually bring about a production in the vision, in the way they are looking at it. Otherwise it's difficult, If a director says, I can make you act, but I don't know this lighting. How would you think? You put however you want.
Sir, they also
You
use
are the
something
lighting
like that,
director,
sir.
you lighting director, no, you put light. Okay, here comes. You come, act.
Sir, there is no use of being a director, sir.
So which means a director should know about how his scene is evolving and how the light should be,
How the
where
scene
should they
should
sit, how should the action happen.
How should a scene go?
Yes, it's all should be there in the mind, And with whatever image he has, with the physical actors, when he is trying out, it grows more than what he is thinking. That is where, how much you are committed to bring about what you have in mind becomes important. You have something in your mind, okay? You have something in your mind, and there are 3 people acting, and it is taking long time. They are acting, but okay, today it is enough. Okay, you all go home. Tomorrow show, we'll do it.
Will you get very, very irritated when the actors don't do it properly?
You should ask the actors.
But
Okay.
the actor only will get irritated, no, sir.
No, but they will know whether I am getting irritated or not.
But you only have a feeling, no, sir.
I won't say the feeling. Sometimes I will show, sometimes I won't show.
There also he'll act. See, acting helps you so much.
It helps you so much.
It makes me smile and proud.
Yeah.
In a real life, it helps me. Actually.
Wonderful. Acting and theatre helps you so much in the real life. See, for me, I wanted to be a journalist, but I am not a journalist. But I got an opportunity to be a journalist and act as a journalist in a play. Okay? So, do you think I am a Pandya king? No. But I was. I was the king of,
In a drama.
Yes.
So you feel like it is real.
Yeah.
Because you do the whole concept.
Yes. I was the king of Pandya.
If you are the king Pandya, I was Karna. Sometimes Bhima. This is my Gada. I'm keeping a Gada. Look at my legs. Enna Sunderarajan. I feel very happy now.
So you Bhima, you should throw anybody out. So everybody will be scared. So if anybody bullies you, they won't bully you after all. They'll think that you are Bhima and if Bhima will hit him with his weapon and
But
then...
that I can do only show. If I really hit him, they'll all. I can be a fictional Bhima.
If I was Arjuna, I would have been in the first time of the war, in which Lord Krishna will advise him.
If you have been Arjuna.
Good one to ask something.
Yeah.
Sir, can you act and show one of your characters?
So you can act as King of Pandya. You can act it here.
So much place.
You can
Yeah.
just remove it and put it outside, sir. You can just remove it and put it outside and you have so much space. See?
Remove the chains, you will have so much.
So,
Then remove the board. Then if you remove the board and keep it here.
Sir, if this is a weapon, I hit any Rakshas, then what will I do?
You just be happy, cool. Sir,
come again.
No, that is a weapon.
If this
All
is
Rakshas
my
is speaking.
weapon, then what will I do?
You are acting as a person who is saving people from the Rakshas. You become a god. Okay?
We have so many choices to become something.
Yes, you
Yes,
should.
Varun.
Sir, when was you born, sir?
When were you born, sir?
Me,
no.
1938.
Last century.
Sir, but it's not fully here.
Yeah, Samiksha, you
It's
asked.
from 1938.
And where you all take dialogues and how do you tell you are doing this drama?
How do you tell
You
that
are
you
doing this drama and from where do you choose all this dialogue?
There is something called script. There are writers who write the story and the dialogues. Isn't it? So if suppose we like that, we take that and do it. There are so many available. No, there are so many available. We can choose. Have you seen Alice in Wonderland?
Yes.
All of you have seen.
You see?
You know? Okay. Have you seen Lion King?
Yes.
Everybody has seen Lion King. Okay. Lion King can be a drama in theatre. You can act as lion. Yeah. So you can choose. Lion King is there. You will have to take permission from who has written it. Sir, I want to do this as a theatre production. I want to act in this, and then he will give you okay. You can do it through a letter or something, and then you can do it.
Excuse me, sir. If we are lions, then both the lions will go to forest to search for a food.
If it is, what did you say?
If it is a two lions,
Yeah.
then the two lions will go to forest and search for a food.
Yeah, the two lions. See, that's part of the story that you are talking.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir is talking about how different characters form.
Simba and
Okay.
Nala.
Oh, Simba and Nala, she's into that. Already it is ready. Yes, I'll come to you.
From how do you call the characters? How do you choose he is one part, he is this character, he is that character?
Casting.
Okay. Suppose somewhere around 30-35 years old, one farmer. Who is it? Farmer has to be casted. Okay? You have a choice. Two people are there. Mr. TDS Sunderarajan and KRISH. Whom will you cast?
No, the age of the character is 30-35 years.
You.
Him?
No, you, because he's older. It's very easy. He's older than you.
No.
You said 38. Since I said I was born in 38, she said
It's 79.
Yeah.
No, there will be an audition where both of you will act
Correct.
as because
No,
it doesn't depend on the age because you can put makeup and you can cover that up, but it's how you act for the role.
Yeah, possibly true, but the thing is, if you can give to a younger man, it will be easier to make him up as a farmer
Of that age.
of that age.
You can put makeup,
Yeah.
I agree with you. But how much you can put?
Only very little.
Yeah, only very
You can't change the voice. You can't change the body language. That difference will be there. Okay? But definitely he will act better. That is different. But still, that in the age group, I will only fit in. Correct?
Yes.
So I get the chance.
Yes.
That answers your question of casting. For all the characters that
I
have
come to you.
Sir, if you make a suspense or a script, what will be the title?
Tightly. It's coming to tightly.
It will be a suspense title. It will be a horror title. It depends on the story, See, genre plays a role in finding the name, But more than that, it is the story and what title suits the story is more important. Okay? One second.
So, you told that if you want the movie to become a play, why should you ask the person who directed the movie? There's no need for that. You can just make it. You can just make the movie as a play without asking anyone permission. Right?
See, I tell you something. You have written a poem or a story. You have written a story. Okay? So I see the story one day and suddenly take the story without telling you and then take the story into a movie and I start working on it. Is it okay to do that?
No.
Will you not feel bad? This is yours, isn't it? You
So you can tell show the one who directed movie, you can show it. Why should you ask permission, sir?
Permission is required because, see, you are all children now. I do not know how to bring in the commercial aspect. When it becomes work, when it actually becomes the work, as long as it is hobby, it works in a different area. When it becomes work, you have to take permission and do it.
Okay, can we answer it this way
Yeah.
from your life? In your school, you are all asked to write thought for the day and come. And you go to the assembly and each day somebody says a thought for the day. There could be different ways you express it. Suppose tomorrow you are asked to bring the thought for the day. You write a thought for the day, you go and keep it in your book and you keep it in your bag and go and keep it there. Some other student finds that out and takes it away from your book without your knowledge, goes and tells the teacher that I wrote this thought for the day and gives it. Is it correct? The thought for the day came from somewhere, you also saw on the internet, but you took the effort of writing it, correct? So it belongs to you. But if the friend comes and tells you, I didn't get mine, if you don't mind, can I take this thought for the day and go and show the teacher, because yesterday itself I forgot to show, so can I go and show today? And if you give him permission and go, then will you feel bad about it?
No.
No, because you've given the permission. It's like that. This is called creativity. Somebody has taken the effort to write that story. It is their thought. Okay? How can you take somebody's thought without that permission and go and make it into a movie? So you have to take permission, you have to ask them, and generally, as sir said, when you grow up, when it becomes your work, they have to give you a letter telling, I don't have a problem in this person taking this movie of mine as a play, or a play as a movie, or a book as a play. Somebody's story is there. Shraddha actually did a story. They did a story called Bharati. There was a play called Bharati. Some of you came and saw, some of you acted in it. Mahima was playing the lead. So that story was written by a writer called Vijay Tendulkar. Vijay Tendulkar is a very famous writer. He writes a lot of plays and stories. So Shraddha contacted Vijay Tendulkar, or the person who had written it in Tamil. Vijay Tendulkar had written it in a language called Marathi. Then there was another uncle called Peneshwar. He took the rights from Vijay Tendulkar and told, can I write this story in Tamil? Because there are so many of us who can't read Marathi, correct? So for the benefit of people who can read Tamil, the beautiful story got rewritten in Tamil, but he took permission. He took permission from Vijay Tendulkar and said, sir, I would like to write it in Tamil because your play and story is so good, can the Tamil audience also enjoy it? So one Mr. Peneshwaran wrote it. Shraddha came to know of that and they contacted Mr. Peneshwaran and said, sir, this is so beautiful in Tamil, can we make this as a play now? So they had to take permissions.
His biggest doubt is, I think, when a movie is already out and everybody is seeing it, why should you go and ask him? Is his doubt correct? Yeah. But though it is out in the market and everybody sees that, whose is that? It is somebody's. So you have to take permission from that somebody and take that. That's the proper way of doing it. Okay, good.
Sir, what if you don't have a mustache and the play you need a mustache and now you don't want to wear a wig, what will you do, sir? And
You grow.
but that will take time, sir.
Then if it takes time, you just stick one mustache, stick one.
But what if you don't want to stick it?
It is the director's choice.
Then you have to draw it with a pen.
I want the rules. Sir, if somebody's, why should we take permission to instead of thinking on our own and doing it perfectly?
Wonderful. Very good. Very good. But sometimes, why this happens is, in some other language, somebody has done a beautiful work. Okay? You think if that work is done in this language, in Tamil or in English, it will communicate a lot of good things to the people. Our other friends said social problems being taken to the people. So you think, oh, this is very nice and I want to do this and communicate our people that. So at that point of time, you can choose to do two things. Either you can write something like this, but it is not the same. Something else. Or this itself is beautiful, I will do it in the other language. So either of that you can do. Both are
Take
possible.
permission from him and do it.
Yeah.
Sir?
Yes.
Do you want to
Sir,
go?
can you possibly tell how many directors are there all around the world? Famous directors.
I am not running a directory. I don't have a directory.
That would be very difficult to say because there are
Because so many
But
languages.
more than some Titanic.
there could
Yes.
good place,
Definitely.
obviously.
Oh, he is assessing the profession now itself. Polama, Adama, demand supply.
Background check பண்ணணும்.
He wants to work.
So, but it was Alchemy gets theatre from so
When was Alchemy in state of form? You should ask me. 2002.
Sir,
Yes.
what if a person makes some alterations in a story? In that case, should he ask permission?
Yes. He should inform. Then there it is not a permission, it is a information. You should let him know that I am making some changes. You know, sometimes they may not want changes.
But he can say that it's not the exact story what you have written.
Yeah, that can be said. It is just based on that. It is not the same. It is just based on that. You know, there are differences. If you take one story which is in some other language and do it exactly in another language is one. But if you take that, the concept is very beautiful. And you just take that concept alone, you do it in a different way here. It is based on that story, but not that story. Okay, that's also possible. I didn't expect so many doubts.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to go so long.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Which means all of you are thinking in all directions. Kudos to Vijay sir,
Yeah.
who is doing